We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the pass will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 58 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And now the Patriots are going to line up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run with Ingram. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
Patriots 6.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown.
Mohamed Sanu. Touchdown.
Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, it's Love. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Patriots take over.
31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing again, Ryan. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Coverage on the play by
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To the air again, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And it's second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't ever seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, 'cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set to kick off.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mack. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A young quarterback.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Panic cameras to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again.